welcome. I'm Rochelle Lecavalier, bringing you the very best of Boca Raton luxury real estate. This is the fourth quarter 2019 Elliman Market Report for Boca Raton, Florida. If you live in my market area, you'll be receiving something that looks like this in your mailbox. That is the actual physical market report. If you do not live in my market area, but I don't know, you're curious about Boca Raton real estate market information, you are welcome to link in the bio. I don't know where to point. It's in my bio, it's a link, or if I'm on YouTube, it's below in the comments. It's somewhere, there's a link, or you could always just call me. I'm so Googleable, you guys. Happy to answer any questions about it. It is also available on our website, pinkpalm.com. So without further ado, let's dive into the Elliman Market Report. So Boca Raton sales, we have it broken down into condo and single family. In the condo market, we have seen an increase, this is year over year, of 2.3%. And in the single family home market, an increase of 5.6%. Now, I'm gonna from time to time throw some statistics up here for you to see. The thing to keep in mind with 2.3 and 5.6 is that this is an increase year over year, and that's a good thing. We all wanna see our market appreciating. It is important to note that the 2.3 is basically almost flat. So for most people, depending on which condominium tower you happen to be in Boca Raton, if someone in your building sold something last year for X, it does not mean that yours is now going to be worth like X plus 20%. So we find a lot of sellers get in trouble by overpricing properties. That, I think, I'm a broken record. That's like a record, that's a DJ thing. Okay, so in terms of sales, closed sales, we are up 8.4% on condos, and we are really super flat on single family with 0.2% up. So the market there is pretty flat. In terms of inventory, we are down on condominiums, 4.1%, and we are down for single family homes inventory over 20%. So inventory is tightening up and there is not a huge buyer response, which is an interesting thing to keep in mind. The long and short of it is properties that are priced correctly and presented correctly from a marketing standpoint, you have the right agent on it, you have someone actively selling the house, they are going to move. The kiss of death in this market, as the stats show, overpricing will have your days on market drag out for who knows how long. So in terms of our market matrix, the average sales price in Boca Raton in general is just over $326,000. And the median sales price is $225,000. Keep in mind, this is a very big market area. If we take it over into the luxury market matrix, by contrast, our average sales price in Boca Raton is $1,233,000 and change. Okay, so the luxury market, as I've mentioned, is the top 10% of all of the Boca Raton market. Now, yours truly, Rochelle Lecavalier over here, I sell a lot of land and I sell a lot of homes that have to be torn down to build something wonderful, right? So they're gonna be spec homes or custom build options. So those are also included in that 10%. So if you're ever not sure, how does this exactly apply to my personal situation? Get on the horn and talk to your trusted advisor, somebody who really knows the market and real estate, and ask how it applies to your specific situation. Because a number of these homes that are trading in our luxury market matrix numbers, they're not really luxurious, okay? They need to be torn down. So it's a definition of the word luxury. Always gonna disclaim for you guys and let you know exactly what I mean when I say luxurious. All right, so the luxury market matrix for single family, our average sales price is $2,955,000. So over 2.9 million, and that is an average price per square foot of $407. Here's what's really interesting about that number, okay? You can't buy land and build a house all in for anywhere near $400 a square foot. So in our market, we have some wonderful resale opportunities, something that's been renovated or has been maintained really, really well, and those do exceptionally well when they're priced correctly and presented correctly in this marketplace. The cost of construction and land in the last 10 years has just gone bananas, and for that reason, we have some really good values. So it's interesting to keep an eye on what the average price per square foot selling price is, given that you're probably between $400 and $425 a square foot just to build. So interesting there. If you are considering luxury property, you may want to check out resales, get a good value there. For our luxury mix, we're going to break down single family homes into 3 categories. So we'll have, 0 to $1 million, and then we'll have 1 to 2 million, and then we'll have over $2 million. So for our market, that's, a good way to break that up. We have the 0 to $1 million at 85.8% of the sales share. So there's been a lot of market activity in our opening price point in our luxury mix. The $1 to $2 million market is about 10% of the sales, and our 2 million plus is about 4.3% of the sales. Now, when we look at the sales volume, those numbers go 53.9, 18.3, and 27.8. So what that indicates is that in the upper reaches of our marketplace here in Boca Raton, our ultra luxury properties are accounting for a large number of the 2 million plus sales. In terms of our condo mix, it is very much the same story. We have the 0 to million, 96.2% of the sales share, and 77% of the volume is in right at that $1 million price point. 1 to 2 million is 2.3 and 9.8 respectively, and over $2 million sales for condos, we have a sales share of 1.5% and a volume share of 13.2%. So it's not as dramatic in the condo market, but we do also see the higher end transactions accounting for most of the $2 million plus sales. Let's take a quick peek over at Highland Beach. Condo sales remained really unchanged year over year in Highland Beach, and listing inventory has edged higher. The condo price trend indicators showed mixed results from the prior year's quarter. So in Highland Beach, on condos, what we anticipate seeing is a slight buildup of inventory. We have already seen that, and we do have now abundant inventory and flat prices and sales. So in general, supply and demand curve right over here, what's very likely to happen is that as we come into high selling season, we will see prices begin to soften. It will be a classic buyer's market with many options to choose from. In terms of single family in Highland Beach, the price trend indicators showed mixed results with a substantial drop in sales size. So the dollar amount on average of Highland Beach single family homes, a number of which are these really massive oceanfront estates, the average price has come down. In fact, in Highland Beach, the average sales price of a single family home was only $1,500,000. So, year over year, that is a drop of nearly 65%. What does that mean? Does it mean prices went down 65%? No. It just means the really large oceanfront estates have not been selling as at the same pace that they were last year. So when we look at statistics, we need to keep in mind, okay, I get the statistic 65% difference in the average price point, but the question would be why? So again, if you're not sure what the statistics mean, give someone you trust a call and they should be able to sort that out for you. Circling back to Boca Raton, we're going to wrap up with our single family median sales price declined year over year for the first time in 3 quarters. So we are seeing a little bit of a softening there. And the single family listing inventory fell annually for the 4th straight quarter. I think that those two are going to level themselves out. So when we have less inventory and we have flat prices, we start to ebb back into what's called a seller's market, where the sellers can really call the shots. We're not quite there, but I anticipate in the luxury single family market in Boca Raton, we are going to see a swing back into more of a seller's market, probably, I'm going to say mid-season. So we'll see what happens with that. As always, you are welcome to give me a call. Put some things down in the comments below. Let me know, what sort of market statistics you'd like to hear about. There is a button over here that says subscribe if you're watching my YouTube channel, and a little bell. If you click those two things, you're going to get a notification each and every time I upload a new video. It would be my pleasure to share them with you. Thanks again for watching. I'm Rochelle Lecavalier, bringing you the very best of Boca Raton luxury real estate. If you have a little bit of time, I hope you'll consider watching a few more videos. We have market reports, we have homeowners association reports.